Shopify Store Design Tutorial, Complete Shopify Website Building Guide. Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys how you can get started with Shopify Store Design. We're going to start from scratch and start building our new Shopify store. I'll show you guys how you can customize each type of element on Shopify and build a high converting store. So let's jump right in. Now, to get started, simply head on over to shopify.com and start your free trial. You get a free trial for Shopify. You don't have to pay or do anything. You can get started with their free 3-day trial. And then after that, you can pay $1 for the first month of Shopify. So we're going to get started. First off, you have a few onboarding questions, and I'm not going to be filling out any of these onboarding questions. And after that, you have to add where your business is going to be located. So you're going to be using the region that you're going to be selling in. Now make sure you select the correct business region because it will set up default shipping rates and it will recommend applications to your store accordingly. So make sure that the information you're adding is correct. Then you're just going to click on next over here, and once you click on next, you can sign up for Shopify. Now, I already have a Shopify account, so I am just going to be logging into Shopify like this. We're going to continue with our email address and then log on like so. And once we do that, Shopify will begin building our store. So once Shopify is building our store, we will be led to our store dashboard where we can get started. Now, for any successful store, you will see that the first step in your setup guide is going to be to add your first product. You will see on the bottom right, you have 3 days left in your trial and you can get started. Now, the first thing I like to do whenever I am setting up my store is to start with store customization, which means the name of my store, address, and all of that information should be completed before I get started with store design and with product info. So the way that I like to do this is by clicking on settings on the bottom left. Once you click on settings over here, you're going to see a section called general, and you're going to see your store details. Click on the pencil icon on the right and you can enter your store name. So for us, let's say our store name is going to be Abby's. And then after that, I can add my store phone number. Once we've done that, we're going to click on save over here. And once we click on save, our store details will now be updated. Once you do that, you will have some store defaults. So I have my store currency and I'm going to click on change store currency over here, because I want to set USD as the store currency. And after that, you can add the reason for your changing. So we're going to click on save and save this. Then you have your unit system and your time zone and order IDs. By default, order IDs appear as 1001, 1002, so on and so forth. So you can leave it as it is without changing it unless you already have a system of store IDs or order IDs. After that, you have your order processing. Order processing means when your orders will be fulfilled once they are placed on your store. So after a order has been placed, you might want to automatically fulfill the order's line items, automatically fulfill only the gift cards, or don't fulfill the order line items. Automatically archive the order once it has been fulfilled. So I like to automatically fulfill line items, and depending on the type of order it is, I don't like to automatically fulfill orders that have high risk of fraud, but I do like to notify customers of their shipment. Once I have changed these settings, I can go into brand assets and set those up, but we're going to just click on save over here and proceed with our store setup. So once you have set up your store, it's time to get started by adding your first product. Click on product on the left and then you will click on add product. Once you click on the add product button, you have the ability to enter your product info. Let's say that I'm looking to open up a cosmetics brand called Abby's. So first off, I want to build my product info. Let's say that I have a super locker liquid lippy, and then I would add a description. So this is going to be a matte, long-lasting liquid lipstick. Now, you guys might be seeing I clicked on this icon over here. This is the Shopify AI, which allows us to generate amazing product descriptions. So you can choose a tone that you want. For example, you can choose supportive, persuasive, sophisticated, playful, daring. I want to go with a daring tone, and you can even add special instructions. Then I'm just going to click on generate over here, and then I'm going to add the description. From here, you can proceed into the description information and format it as well. You can see you have block codes, you have headings, you can make it bold, italic, underlined, as well as color it. And below that, in your description section, you can also add a list of the product info. So for most products, you might want to add the finish of the product, maybe the materials, the type of product it is, maybe the hardware used in the product, the colors, all of that can be added here. For me, because this is a makeup product, I'm going to add the finish, which is going to be matte, and the duration or lasting. And then this is going to not matter. It wrote matter instead of matte. And the lasting power is, let's say, 9 hours. And then I'm going to format this to be bold so it can stand out. And I'm not going to add spacing in between. I think, yeah, just a list version is fine. And once we've done that, we can proceed and we can even add, bulleted lists. So I'm going to make this a bulleted list instead, because I just think that's going to look better. And then we can add more attributes. So whatever product attributes you have, you can add them over here. Once you've completed this, click on upload new and you can upload your product image. So I'm going to go ahead and upload the product images that I have for this product. I can't find it right now. Yeah, I have this image and then I have a secondary image as well. You can select them together. I'm just going to click on upload file because I have them in 2 different locations. So I have 2 product images and you might say, hey, isn't this one product? Yeah, it's the same product. I have it in 2 different colors. So I'm going to click on done and add both of these images. So you guys can see I have 2 product images. Now you might say, hey, okay, this product image is being added multiple times. So you might say, hey, how do we add, 2 different shades of the same product? Well, by default, Shopify has selected the correct category. So I'm not going to change that. And then below that, we're going to add the price of the product. So let's say the product is priced at $30. And if you're offering a sale on one type of shade, you can even do that. And I'll be showing you guys how to do that. You can add a compare at price. So your compare at price is going to be the original price that you can list. So this is going to help you display a sale effect, but I'm not going to do that. You can choose to charge taxes on this product. If you have set up taxes, it will charge them. If you don't set up taxes, it won't charge them. Then for your own calculations, you can add a cost per item. So let's say each item is going to be costing me around $15 to source, and then I have a 50% profit margin. And below that, I can calculate the inventory that I have. I can select the track quantity option. Then you can choose how many you have in your shop location, whether or not you want to continue selling this product when it goes out of stock, or if this has a SKU or barcode. Now, SKUs and barcodes are usually from brick and mortar stores. So if you have a brick and mortar store, then you most definitely do have a barcode or SKU, which is going to allow you to make sure that Shopify has synced up the unit quantity of products that you have whenever, even if you are making sales in your store. Now, we're just going to track the quantity, and I'm not going to add the quantity right now. I'll show you guys why. This is a physical product and we can add the weight. The product is really small and you don't want to add a weight. You can even go into pounds and add the weight like 0.05 or 0.03, whatever the weight is. Then you're going to go into variants. Now here we're going to add the different variants of our product. Variants can be anything from colors, sizes, cosmetic finish, glitter, shimmer, hardware colors, as well as any type of physical attribute or any type of attribute that differs between the different variations of the same product. So for us, this is going to be color, and we're going to add 2 colors. We're going to add another color. First, we have red and not red. We're going to add maroon. So I'm going to add maroon. Click on add maroon over here. So the label is going to be maroon, and I'm going to select this color, and then I can select the values as well, the base pattern. So the base color is going to be red in this, and then the base pattern is going to be color. And once we do that, I'm going to uncheck the red option, and the secondary color that we have is going to be peachy nude. And then we're going to add this as one of our shade options. and you're going to select the color from this color wheel. Now, if you want to make this highly accurate, which a lot of people are looking for if they want to add, these color swatches to be really accurate, you can actually select the color picker on Google and upload your images and select the color from there. That is a tedious process, and I don't care about the accuracy of the shades that much, so I'm just going to add them as it is. Otherwise, you can use the color picker. After that, you're going to select the images that are going to be attributed to each one of your shades or products. So I'm just waiting for both of the images here, and I'm selecting the images. Once we do that, we are going to select the availability, so the number of units or stock that we have of each product. Let's say I have 100 of these and 100 of these. 100, not 1,000. After that, we have the cosmetic finish and the makeup features that have been added by default. And then you have your SEO, so you can customize this so you can include multiple keywords within the SEO search. And once you have completed all of this, you're going to go ahead and click on save, and your product on Shopify has been added. Now, once you have added your products, it's time to categorize them. You can just go into collections on the left and start adding your collections. But we're going to move towards store design because that's one of the other major elements of any Shopify store. So you're going to go into online store on the left and then click on customize. Once you click on customize, your basic purpose is going to be to build a store that looks very cohesive. Now, there are several different themes available on Shopify which you can use. We're going to be using the Dawn theme because I like how simple and easy it is to customize as well as make it easy for your shoppers to shop in. So first off, we have a announcement bar. We have a separator line that is being displayed and a color scheme that is being used. I'm going to alter the color scheme, and I think I want to go with a white color scheme. That looks fine. And I don't want it to change every 5 seconds. You can auto rotate announcements if you want. You have your custom CSS as well. But we're going to go back and we're going to select the text over here. And I'm going to add the announcement of free shipping on all orders above, let's say, $50. Like so, I've added this announcement. I'm not going to add the exclamation because I just think it looks better without it. And then we have our header. Now, by default, the header displays a navigation menu that says catalog. Catalog does not sound good at all. You're going to customize this later in your Shopify dashboard. Now it's time to customize your image banner. You're going to click on select image and you can select multiple images from here. You can also click on add images over here to upload your own images. I recommend you add multiple images if you're trying to bring about a nicer effect on your Shopify store. So you can just upload your image, click on done, and then add a secondary image as well. So I have this as my primary image and I'm going to use this as the secondary one, and they're going to be, displayed all together. Now, this is one way to add dual images. You can also go on ahead and go into Canva to start building a banner. Then below that, you have your banner height. I am going to make this a small banner. I just prefer it that way. That's my personal style preference. Then we have our button or content location. So this is the content which says browse your latest products. We can click on this and I'm going to add a more accurate tagline, let's say. So let's say that the tagline I want to add is luxury lipsticks. Or let's say I want to add summer or autumn makeup collection is out, like this. And I'm going to add R over here. And then the heading size I'm going to make medium. And then I'm going to go back. We have the button section where instead of shop all, I'm just going to write shop now. And I don't want to add caps to this, so I'm going to remove those. And then the button link is going to lead to your collections, and you can add a collection called autumn makeup. So that's just going to be something you can do later on. Now below that, by default, you have a featured product section. I'm going to select this section and we can change the featured products to hot sellers. And you can display some of your hot sellers over here. You can even click on change and choose to display a separate collection, where you can list out some of your top selling products. Below, you have your footer design is by default pretty basic and standard. You don't need to make a lot of changes to this. I just like to change the color and make sure that your emails and your basic info in your header and footer is accurate. Now, the next thing you're going to do is you can click on Add Section to provide more information about your website or about all of your products. So if you have any featured product, if you want to talk about your brand, you can add that here. So let's say I want to talk about our brand. We're going to add a section like this, and then we can add the history of our brand. So history of our lipsticks. And then after that, we can add information. So I'm going to remove all of this content from here, and then I'm going to generate a description. So a short story about the history of our makeup brand. And then I'm just going to click on generate over here to generate the content. Once I generate the content, I am going to explore, uncover, embrace the tradition, whatever content you want to write. Then we have our button. Click on the button. And I'm going to remove the button. I just don't like it to be mumbled in here. Once I have this rich text section, I want to display some of my other hot sellers, or maybe I want to display things like customers that are using my product. So I can click on Add Section. I can add image banners or even slideshows or columns with content or images with text. So I think I want to go with maybe a multi-column, and you can go into the multi-column like this, and you will see it has the option for you to select an image. So you can select customer images, so images that your customers have sent to you of them using your product. And you can include all of those like so, and you can write some text alongside it, talking about how, adding their reviews and talking about how they like them. Then you're going to click on the multi-column and then change the heading from the left. So we can change this to customer reviews, and we can add that over here. Now, this is going to be manual reviews. Obviously, you're going to have to add these by yourself by collecting them from your customers. And then you're going to just click on save on the top right. Once you've done that, you can click on exit, and now we can actually set up our store navigation. To do this, you're going to click on navigation on the left, and you will see your main menu here. Click on main menu, and once you do click on your main menu, you're going to see it says catalog. So you're going to delete this item. Click on add main menu, and this is going to be all products. And then you're going to search, click on collections, not collections. Instead of that, click on products and click on all products. So this is going to display all of your products. Then you can click on add menu item. Then you can select a section called makeup, and you can display all of your products over there. You can then create submenu items. So for example, I'll just add makeup, and this displays all of the collections. Then I would add a name called lipsticks, and then I would select the collections tab, and from here I would build a separate collection called makeup or called lipsticks and place that under makeup. So the way that you create submenu items is by holding any menu item and moving it towards the right. So lipsticks is now a submenu item under makeup. Now click on save. And now you can click on view your online store, and all of your changes should be applied. So our menu hasn't been updated yet. It might take a couple of seconds, and you guys can see this has been updated. This is what our store looks like, and just like that, we have a nice store ready on Shopify. And you can further customize each page as you go with these simple steps. Now, to launch your Shopify store, simply click on Online Store, and then you have to remove the store password for your store to be accessible to everyone. Otherwise, your store is not going to have accessibility for everyone. So make sure you do remove the store password. And if you're looking to get started on Shopify, it starts at only $19 per month, where you're able to set up upwards of 10 locations for inventory, use their POS system, and basically have an all-rounder for your e-commerce needs. Then they even have their $50 or $49 version, which includes 5 additional staff accounts for management of your Shopify store, and their advanced plan for larger corporations. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next video.